The door would break even if blocked. They could climb in from the 4th floor. What could we do then? How could we beat those laborers? Half of our building had died. Most left were the old and weak. At that moment, the security guard sent a private message to 13. He asked if 13 needed help.
I knew those thugs 13 and 26 mentioned. I had even drunk with them before. Those bastards came after you. I wouldn't let them off. 13, tell me if you had any ideas. I would deal with them for you.
The security guard had many people, right?
They originally had over 30 people. But more than 10 had died recently. About 20-something were left. I knew their leader, Huang Tianfang. We had chatted not long ago. But those bastards were truly despicable. They killed many in Building 26. She sang, what did you plan for them? Just say the word if you needed my help.
Security guard, better stay safe. I had no revenge plan for now. Mainly because I was alone. Even with you, victory wasn't certain. Unless we mobilized all the spiritual energy in the building.
You meant that. We should, like Huang Tianfang's gang, unite and stand together against them.
That was exactly what the security guard meant.
Then I would propose this in the group. To see how many were willing.
Security guard, there was no need for that. If you pushed them to join, they would think you had ulterior motives. They might even get cocky.
Uncle, what should we do then?
We weren't in a hurry. We had enough supplies, so we just waited. Those Tianhai gang guys came once. They would definitely come again. Not to mention, they lost so many people to me. They would surely come back for revenge. Then the spiritual gatherers in the building would beg us.
13, you were truly brilliant.
They hit it off instantly. They agreed to temporarily ignore the Tianhai gang. Over the next 2 days, 13 had Zhouku and the guard gather intel. The gathered intelligence mainly highlighted 2 factions.
One was 13, the other the Tianhe gang from Cave 26. They used small projects under Tianhe group to target Weishin components. They were fierce fighters. Their main weapon was the steel arm. They had no guns.
Zhouku, how is your intelligence gathering going?
Building 26 had a faction of young people. They called themselves the Mad Wolf Gang. The name sounded extremely cringy. But they were no pushovers. Among them were students. And some idle street loafers. They were mostly around 20 years old. The group had over a dozen members. The 2 leaders were one named Wang Qiong and one named Xiao Enyu.
Keep gathering intel. Make sure you get it right. Minimize the risks. Especially whether they have guns. That was crucial. That day, at 13's doorstep, a group of people arrived. They also captured some of 13's neighbors. Having seen 13's skills, and found his home hard to attack, they dared not move against him for now. So they targeted his neighbors in the building. 13. I can't deal with you. But I can deal with your neighbors. When you see them die horribly, won't you feel guilty? How will you face their accusations? Hurting your neighbors is the greatest revenge on you? 13. Come out. You'll wipe out all your neighbors. Global military apocalypse survival. A group grabbed my neighbor. Forced me out of the safe house. Or they'd hurt my neighbor. 13. If you don't come out, it'll kill all your neighbors. Go ahead and kill them. I don't care if they die. I want come out, come kill me.
13. You heartless bastard. We've been neighbors for years. Won't you save us? It'll haunt you if I die.
Oh. You guys targeted my home before. Now you shamelessly want my life for yours. Do you think that's possible? Damn 13. Why are you so cruel? How can your life alone compare to all of us living? Why not sacrifice yourself? Why let them talk so much? Just kill them already. Don't waste your breath. Since 13 won't come out, then do it. 13. Well, be back. As long as you stay in, we won't stop killing. I achieved my goal. To make Huang Tian kill more neighbors. Cause panic. So the neighbors had to beg me. Sure enough, just 2 days later, the neighbors couldn't take it. Neighbors in the owner group messaged 13. 13. You caused this, fix it. You brought Tianhe gang here. You smashed things too. What does that have to do with us? One man takes responsibility. You can't make us bear this cost. They said, if you don't come out, they won't stop killing for a day. 13. If you have any conscience, go deal with this yourself. Can you really bear them dying for you? I didn't ask them to come. Why did they come to kill me? And I killed them instead. Now it's somehow my fault. Now it's somehow my fault. You couldn't fight them yourselves. How is that my problem? You said it yourselves. Those people are too dangerous. If that's the case, I'm even less likely to go out. My house is safer. 13. You're safe yourself. What are we supposed to do? Aren't you screwing us all over? You brought them here. Why should we face them for you? Do you even have a conscience? I don't care what you do. Do I give a damn if you die? Don't talk to me about conscience. When you attacked my house, which one of you wasn't involved? I was just generous. I didn't grab my gun and blow every one of you away. Now you're the ones complaining. You don't deserve to talk about conscience. Do you really think I wouldn't dare to kill you? 13's last words shut down what many wanted to say. They all choked on their words. They finally remembered how Chen Jinhao died. That was 13's doing. 13 stopped talking. Instead, he sent a message to the security guard. Security guard, time for you to shine.
Don't worry. Leave it to me.
At that moment, the usually quiet security guard suddenly appeared in the owner group.
Don't panic, everyone. Tianhe gang only had about 20 people. If we stick together, we could fight them.
Thank goodness you're here, guard. You hadn't spoken lately. I thought you were dead too.
Great. With the guard here, everyone's safety was assured. What did you want us to do? We would fully support you. It was useless to rely on me alone. Our supplies had run out too. We hadn't eaten for days. Now we all had no strength. Everyone else's situation was probably the same. In this state, how could we fight Tianhe gang?
Security guard, what should we do then? Everyone was actually hesitant and couldn't help you. What did you suggest? Just say it. Everyone would listen to you.
Our building now had to fight others. We could only rely on 13. 13's home had many weapons. And he ate well every day. So he had strength. Having him lead us was the best choice.
But 13 just said to let us fend for ourselves. He wouldn't leave that house. We could only count on him to lead us. That would indeed be best.
How about this? I could still talk to 13. I'd go discuss it with him. See if I could persuade him to come out.
Security guard, whether we could survive all depended on you. The security guard turned his head. He texted 13.
What now, 13?
The timing was right. You backed me up then. Make them obey me. He used both carrot and stick. He made them listen. Our building would be safe then. The guard and 13 finished their talk. They returned to the Night Lord group. The guard pretended to 13.
13. Everyone needed you now. If you were the only one left, you would be lonely too, right? So please be kind now. Help everyone out. They would truly thank you.
That was right. As long as you helped us, everyone would be grateful. You would be in charge here. 13. Our family's lives were in your hands. I came only for the guard. I talked to you all. But I didn't care about you. I was fine on my own. Why should I care? I would have to go out, risking my life. I thought it wasn't worth it. 13. No, don't. From now on, whatever you said, we would do it. Okay? Really? Whatever I told you, you would do it. Did you all agree? As long as you didn't send us to die. Other terms were fine. So you wanted me to risk my life. Then I wouldn't care about you. When Huang Tian and his people came, you just stuck out your necks. Let them cut you down. Goodbye. At that moment, the security guard and 13 played a double act. They echoed each other.
13. Don't. Well, definitely listen to you. Death was certain anyway. Fighting gave a chance to survive. In with you. What were you waiting for? Together, we had a way out. Did you want to be picked off? One by one.
The guards' encouragement worked. They thought fighting was worth it. Everyone spoke up. They agreed to follow 13's lead. 13. Well, listen to you from now on. We'd do whatever you said. Our lives were in your hands. 13 and the guard played off each other. They took control of the whole building. He said calmly, "Good. From now on, everything followed my orders." The situation was dire. The enemy could attack any time. Any slack behavior betrayed all the building's owners. When that happened, don't blame me for taking that person out. Don't let me find anyone hiding in secret, refusing to fight. Found one, taken out immediately, trying to reap the rewards. No way. Global Ice Wind Doomsday Survival. 13 distributed supplies. But only if you earned them. No work meant no food. Anyone who ate without working, ID make them spit out more. The soldiers looked at 13's gun. And the food on the ground. Everyone nodded. They submitted to 13's carrot and stick approach. All right. Let's distribute the food. At that moment, several Tianhe gang workers burst in. They saw all the food on the floor. Got extremely excited. Zhao, so much food. We hit the jackpot. What else was there to say? Just grab it. 13 didn't fire. Instead, he told the Ling soldiers, "This food is all for you. Don't let them take it. Whoever dares to fight one, ID give them 5 portions of food." At these words, the Ling soldiers who wanted to flee stopped in their tracks. This food was given by 13. If it gets taken, what would we eat? Food is life. Without food, we'd die anyway. Besides, 13 had said, "Drive one away, get 5 portions."
That's right. There's only a few of them. We're a crowd. Screw them. Just dare and it's over.
Soon, from his body, he pulled out a cleaver and charged. The 4 Tianhe gang members were caught off guard. They thought these cowards would run. But for some reason, they suddenly charged like madmen. In the blink of an eye, everyone fell into chaos. After the fight ended, 6 bodies lay on the ground. Besides the 4 Tianhe gang members, 2 were from the Ling soldiers inside. Good. Well done. Did you see that? As long as we stick together, what's there to fear from these people? 13 looked ahead, pointed at the most hard-working young man. You two, come here. The 2 young men bathed together. They quickly came to 13. Work hard. This box of instant noodles is your reward. As long as you keep this spirit, I won't treat you badly. The 2 young men. Tears of excitement streamed down. These things were enough for a week. Brother 13. Well, definitely work hard for you. Well, do whatever you say. You're like our own brother. After rewarding the 2 hardest workers, Xiaohu, 13 said to the others, now it's time to distribute the food. One by one. 13 had seen everyone's performance. Those who worked hard, he gave more. Those who did poorly got less. However, most only got a piece of bread, or 2 packs of instant noodles. Grown up with hunger. 13 pointed at the rich second generation, Su Hao. Su Hao quickly walked over. He held out his hand and said, what about my share? 13 looked at him with some disdain. He casually placed a fruit candy in his hand. This is your share. Su Hao's eyes widened. A strong sense of humiliation surged, overwhelming him. His face turned red with anger. Are you kidding me? Why do I only get 1 candy? You still dare to complain? When everyone else was working, you just hung around in the back. You didn't even touch those people. Giving you this candy was my kindness. Su Hao was very embarrassed. When he stepped up, he shouted loudly. He also held a stick in his hand, yelling to fight. Called them to fight. But they were loud. Refused to step forward. Never won in front of 13. He truly thought everyone was stupid. Was that my fault? There were only 4 of them. I never had a chance to act. That wasn't my problem. I didn't care about the process. I only wanted the result. Su Hao was furious. Said unwillingly. Unfair. This was too unfair. You were clearly targeting me.
Wanted fairness.
Fairness. Did you misunderstand something? Who did you think you were? You didn't deserve to talk about fairness. Did you really think? I was reasoning with you. I was ordering you to obey my demands. Understood. Trash. 13 glanced at Li Changbin and Jianlei. Gave a look and said, someone who disobeyed orders. Had no discipline or organization. How should they be dealt with? You 2 understood now. The 2 of them walked over, grabbed Su Hao and started beating him. Su Hao was beaten for a while. When he was about to pass out, 13 told Li Changbin and Jianlei to stop. Although Su Hao was trash, he could still be cannon fodder with a weapon. 13 pointed at Su Hao. Said to everyone, this was the price of disobeying orders. Don't say I was unfair. I was a very fair person. If anyone here thought I was unfair, they could put down their food now and leave with dignity. I would never cause them any trouble. The Lin soldiers looked at each other. No one stepped forward. Food was their life. How could they endure it? Good. Then we reached an agreement. 13 walked up to Su Hao. He spoke to him in his desperate eyes. Hope you learn your lesson next time. I, 13, don't take trash. But at that moment, a sharp cry suddenly came from the crowd. That person was Fong Yuqing.
Brother 13. I haven't finished. How could you forget me too?
I didn't forget you. You two never had it.
Why? Others all had it. Why didn't I?
Von Yuching couldn't accept this. She came up to 13. She asked tearfully and aggrievedly.
Brother 13. You were joking with Kuna, right? This isn't real. You wouldn't treat me like this. Didn't you say you liked Kuna?
I did say I liked you. But you didn't take it seriously, did you? I'm like this with many girls. We were just having fun anyway. We both knew it. Now I've lost interest in you. Please don't bother me anymore. I already have a girlfriend. After 13 said that, he deliberately pulled Zhou Qir into his arms. Fong Yuqing cried and pointed at 13.
This isn't real. Just a while ago, you still invited me to stay at your place. Why have you become like this now?
You say that. I was just messing with you. Look at your stupid face now. How ridiculous it is. 13 then looked at Wang Min and Lin Caning regarding what they said. She tells you every day I like her, doesn't she? She also said ID make her quiet.
Yeah. This woman didn't avoid suspicion at all. She only knew how to daydream. That slut didn't know her place. She also killed my cousin. She really deserved to die. Don't say anymore. Please, just stop talking.
A woman like you still thought you were a fairy. Dreamed of marrying a rich guy every day. But you didn't know that in Tianhai cities, rich second-generation circle, you were notorious. Everyone knew you were a cheap thing. You could get with a little money. Shirsan looked at Su Hao, who said to her, Su Hao, tell me, what's her nickname? Universal Plug, Public Bus. The scene instantly burst into laughter.
Never thought in our building there was such a talent. Kuiwen had even arranged him before. It seemed Huadian Shushin could handle it. It got to me. I hadn't even caught up yet. So shameless and so blatant.
Global Ice Age Doomsday Survival. Aunt Lin thought her grandson was dead. Starving and freezing, she ate her own grandson. Aunt Lin was blinded by rage at that moment. She blamed Shirsan for killing her grandson. She grabbed a kitchen knife and charged. She slashed Shirsan's shoulder. Shirsan kicked Aunt Lin flying. She lay on the ground. Damn old hag. Good thing I wore a bulletproof vest. Or you'd have really bitten me. The patrol heard the commotion. They rushed over to check. Seeing it was Shirsan and Aunt Lin, they couldn't help asking, Brother Shirsan, what happened? This old woman tried to bite me. Hearing 13's words, she cursed Aunt Lin loudly. That old woman deserved to die. Brother 13 was now the hope of our building. Even you wanted to bite him. Might as well kill him. He had gone mad. He would be trouble sooner or later. You all go back. I will handle things here. They dared not defy 13. They obediently left. Joka heard the commotion outside and came out, covering her mouth with both hands, looking at 13 with worry.
13, were you hurt?
13 pointed at Aunt Lin's head and said coldly, he couldn't hurt me. I was wearing a bulletproof vest. Aunt Lin stubbornly raised her head, glaring at 13 with venom.
13, I will make you pay for my grandson's life. What's wrong? Avenge my grandson. 13, you deserve to die. You killed my grandson. You will rot in hell.
13 did not act rashly. At some point, did he kill her grandson? He asked calmly instead. I didn't kill your grandson. Why did you come for revenge? Aunt Lin glared at 13 fiercely, gnashing her teeth like a mad dog.
You killed my grandson. You deserve to die. I wanted to drink your blood. Eat your flesh. Bite you to death bit by bit.
But I didn't remember when I killed your grandson. Strictly speaking, I was still your benefactor. Because he was a good man. Reminded your grandson. And I helped you make a promise. You should thank me instead.
Don't play the good guy here. My grandson wasn't dead yet. Later, because there was no medicine, he died in agony. It was you. You refused to lend me medicine. That made him die. You were the main culprit.
13 figured it out. Understood the whole story. So that was it. You were that low. But was there a misunderstanding here? Actually, I was soft-hearted despite tough words. How could I bear to see a child die in agony? So later, I went to your house with medicine.
You're talking nonsense. Don't try to fool me.
I really wasn't lying. I went to your house. Think carefully. Right. You were too focused then. Maybe you forgot. Because when I went there, you were busy eating. More precisely, gnawing on something. Your grandson, Lin Xiaohu, then, wasn't actually dead. If he took my medicine, he could have lived well. But for some reason, when I went there that day, I found you had hacked him to death. Hearing 13's words, his mind grew more confused. A diamond flashed in its eyes. Because it remembered Lin Xiaohu's fate. To survive, it had to deal with him.
No.
Impossible. Xiaohu was already dead then. You caused their death.
If you don't believe it, ask Dr. Zhou. Was Lin Xiaohu still savable?
Right. Lin Xiaohu actually could have been saved. I contacted 13 back then. It agreed to send medicine. But you didn't wait for it. And mistakenly thought Lin Xiaohu was dead. You killed it while it was still alive.
Zhou Qie's last words were left unsaid. It found it disgusting too. After all, Grandma Lin always boasted about how much she loved her grandson. But in the end, what happened? To save herself, she even harmed Lin Xiaohu. That crossed the line of humanity. Worse than an animal. Grandma Lin covered her face in despair and wailed in agony.
Impossible. It wasn't like that. I didn't know it was still alive. I thought it was dead. I waited for so long. I only cut it when I couldn't take it anymore. At first, I told myself to eat just a little. Just a little. But I got hungrier later. I couldn't resist. So I ate it.
So that's how it was. This is the Lin family's good grandma. For a bite of food, she heartlessly killed her still living grandson. So what? Did your grandson taste good? You really loved him, huh? Your son and daughter-in-law entrusted their grandson to you. Did you honor them? Grandma Lin's eyes went blank. My mouth let out a painful wail.
It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that.
It was. It was. It was you.
Stop talking. Please. Say no more.
Aunt Lin suddenly faced the wall and slammed into it wildly. She had completely broken down, losing all hope to live. Death was the best relief for her. Aunt Lin. Saran, you must look ahead. Don't ever do something foolish. After all, you survived by sacrificing your grandson. If you die, how would you face your family down there? At that moment, the neighbors heard the noise, and all came to watch. 13 pointed at Aunt Lin and shouted loudly, "Everyone, come and see. Aunt Lin wants to hit the wall. To survive. She drove away her grandson Lin Xiaovu and stripped him of everything. This is a woman with such a strong will to live. Upon hearing this, the Lin men showed extreme disgust in their eyes, even though some killed others to survive. But no one could do this to their own flesh and blood. That was their last moral. Aunt Lin felt their stares and broke down even more, vomiting large mouthfuls of blood. Her eyes were full of struggle and pain.
13. She won't live much longer. She'll freeze to death in half an hour at most.
How could you be so cruel? In this freezing weather, letting her freeze to death. I can't stand this.
13. What did you want to do?
The old lady had a hard life. Let her die in peace. 13 pulled out a gun. He shot Aunt Lin's watermelon. She died on the spot. Global ice apocalypse survival. The whole neighborhood was shocked. Except 5 reps negotiated with me. Talks failed, so they fought. They all came. Only you guys were busy.
Yes. We represented the whole neighborhood to negotiate.
Then let's talk it over.
13. You knew how tough it was now. Everyone lacked food and clothes. Many even starved to death. Starved to death. I also heard some buildings started eating people. If this continued, none of us would survive. So I hoped you understood. They weren't targeting you. They just wanted to live. That's why they had to talk this way.
Don't play the sympathy card with me. Did you think that helped now? Just state your terms directly. In terms of momentum, 13 completely dominated the 5. The 4 leaders looked at each other. Wang Chang said to Li Jian, "Old Li, you speak."
What we wanted was just some essential living supplies. First, food. Second, supplies needed by the group, like clothes and quilts. Mr. 13. What did you think?
That won't work. Our food supplies weren't enough. 13 didn't waste words. He pulled out his gun and slammed it on the table. The 5's faces changed drastically. They wanted to flee immediately. 13. What did you mean? I told you. Even we were useless. The whole neighborhood would go after you.
Mr. 13. Don't get worked up. We could talk it over slowly.
What were you nervous about? I just found this gun annoying. Took it out to show. Don't be nervous. Come, sit down, let's continue. The 5 of them looked grim. But they still sat down. First, I told you. The terms you proposed. I could never agree to them. I'm now offering my cooperation terms. See if they worked for you. But if you didn't accept, I wouldn't dare. Then we fought. The 5 of them looked okay. To be fair, they were now afraid of 13's strength. If it came to one-on-one, 13 could defeat any of them, even if several joined forces. First, I could provide you with supplies, mainly food, but the quantity was limited. I only gave 10 portions per building. Who got the food? Who distributed it? I didn't care. You decided within the building. That way I had to support over 300 people daily. That was my limit.
10 portions were too few. There were 76 alive in our building. Just my own company employees were over 20. You only gave 10 portions. How were we supposed to divide them?
So there was no deal. If it couldn't be settled, then we fought. Wait. Chen Lingi. Don't speak for all of us. I think the amount of supplies could still be negotiated. The food was a bit scarce. Then we wouldn't be able to explain to other units. 300 meals were needed daily. Did you think that was too little? Li Jian glanced to the side. Wang Chang and Huang Tianfang were clearly suspicious. Their alliance had told 13.
Let us think it over. State the other conditions first.
Okay, next was me providing supplies for you. And the payment you needed to make. I had a batch of grain seeds. I thought we could grow crops to get a steady food supply. Had you ever farmed? In such cold weather, both would freeze to death. That wasn't fair to say. If you thought the land wasn't suitable, I had other seeds too. Potatoes, wheat. One would surely work.
13 wasn't joking. How many were outside? Besides, where would you plant in the snow?
So what if it was freezing? We still survived, didn't we? As for where to plant, that was easy to solve. Wasn't the ground all around us? If everyone shoveled away the snow, the soil was underneath.
Wow, that was also rude.
If farming was to start, enough food had to be provided. That way, 300 meals were far too few.
But the people I needed, 300 was way too many. That meant every building had to send people out to prepare the farmland. I needed to see your work progress daily. After all, I didn't want to be idle. These were my two conditions. If you agreed, I would provide supplies, divided among 300. The food quality would be guaranteed. In the future, I would even offer cigarettes, alcohol, and clothing, and some other items. As soon as he said this, someone in the shield division couldn't hold back. Wang Chang suddenly stood up. He asked loudly, 13, can you get cigarettes? Do you have any on you? Come on, give me one to try. I haven't smoked in half a month. I'm going crazy. Both of them were heavy smokers. Making them go without cigarettes for over half a month was harder than beating them. 13 reached into his pocket and pulled out a pack of cigarettes. He tossed one to each of them. They opened their hands and looked at the cigarettes. They quickly shoved them into their mouths. They could skip meals, but not smoking would truly drive them mad. Now my conditions are on the table. Will you agree or not? As long as you guarantee you'll have cigarettes, I can agree to all these conditions. But it's settled. I need at least 2 packs a day. I have the same condition. I can only give you 1 pack a day at most. I don't have more than that. Wang Chang and Huang Tianfang quickly agreed. Then it's settled, 1 pack a day. You must bring them to us. So then, we've reached a consensus in today's negotiation. Right? Wang Chang and Huang Tianfang weren't very smart. As long as they could get cigarettes, they would give up everything else.
13, we need to discuss this further.
That's right, we need to think long term.
Then suit yourselves. My terms are set right here. This is my best offer and limit. If you still disagree with this, then we'll have to fight it out. 13, I had no problem with it. First, give me a cigarette. What a joke. Weren't you on the same side? Until you gave me a clear answer. These terms were not in effect. So if you wanted a smoke, you had to wait until you decided. Wang Chang smoked heavily. His eyes even looked dazed. Someone dissatisfied spoke angrily. What were we waiting for? Didn't we already have what we wanted? Let's just do it his way.
But that was too childish.
What was all this fuss about? I said that's how it was. Don't play tricks on me. I hated you nagging people the most. I thought that was enough. 13 did us a favor. We had to understand his difficulties, right?
These terms were indeed a bit harsh. we couldn't make a decision on our own. Otherwise, other units wouldn't agree.
Right, this matter couldn't be decided lightly. I thought we needed to discuss it more.
Ilko,
Discuss more? Were you messing with me? If you five couldn't decide for the whole block, why did you claim to represent them in talks? Take it easy. Who said we couldn't decide? Wasn't this already settled? We five were the ones to decide. Would others dare to disobey? In my opinion, 13's terms were still acceptable. I thought everyone needed to understand each other. 13 had his own difficulties. Everyone should just let it go. Don't push people too far. 13, I'll state my stance first. I agreed with your proposal. Same here. Global Ice Age survival. 13 was held up in negotiations upstairs. Thousands prepared to ambush and attack. Then take building 2 in one go. But 13 had already sensed everything. Did you arrange those people to ambush us during our negotiation? What are you talking about? We are all right here. Still sent people to ambush us. That would be risking our own lives. I think so too. But if that's the case, you'll need to investigate thoroughly. Those damn bastards. Who told them to do this? Everyone sit down now. 13, it really wasn't us. Don't shoot, please don't. 13 went to the balcony. Threw out a handful of firecrackers. Shot one person below in the head. A second gunshot rang out. Another head was pierced. At that moment, everyone present finally reacted. The Alliance fled for their lives. The conditions I mentioned. Have you considered them clearly? I agree to those two conditions. I have no objections either. Then Zhang Yunian and Chen Lingyu. Anren said nothing at all. Probably didn't know what happened. Could only raise a hand in agreement. Li Jie saw the other four had compromised. Bitterly raised his hand.
I agree too.
All right then. Starting today, you'll begin labor. Then tomorrow afternoon, he'll notify you to pick up supplies. Also, make sure you work hard. He'll be watching you. Don't try any tricks with me. Several people nodded one after another, indicating their agreement. Disagreement meant being shot on the spot. You may go back now. After the 5 building leaders left, everyone in Cave 25 felt relieved. Then quickly came to ask 13 about the meeting's outcome. Under my force threat, they surrendered. Needed to provide food for 300. In exchange for peace, everyone had to join the labor. Develop land for farming later. Stick to sustainable development. Food for 300 people. Could this be done? And gave all food to them. What would we do then? No one understood why 13 proposed such terms. After all, when 13 made the decision, he never consulted them at all. 13 explained calmly. If this deal wasn't reached, what would you do? Really fight the whole community of thousands? I didn't care. I wasn't afraid no matter how many they had. But could you handle it? Zero Army looked at each other, too ashamed to speak. Only 99% of whole 25's force was on 13 alone. If he just walked away and left them behind, he could still live well. But what about them? Wouldn't they get beaten by Shenghua's small owners? You didn't need to worry too much. I had plenty of food and supplies. No matter what, I wouldn't let you starve. Leaders heard 13's satisfied reply and left. Only Uncle Baoan stayed. Looked at 13 speechlessly for a long time, as if he never knew 13. Uncle Baoan, why were you looking at me? Was there something on my face?
No.